What's up, Brutus? All right. Sorry, guys. Stuff had come up. Trying to get ourselves situated here. What's up, Nate? Nate, did you go to Ford Nationals? I really wish I'd went, man. Everybody's posting their pictures. It looks awesome. I wish I'd gone. What the heck is this? We got people hopping in here, and we'll start. I don't know. Oh, that's right. You were in North Carolina. How's the 600, dude? I wish I was able to go to that, too. Coca-Cola 600 would have been awesome. We're going to stop. Oh, and I want to talk about these today, man. So I put these extreme power stops. It says the low dust something. What's it say? It's blocked out. Can't read it. Well, I put these extreme power stops on the Boss on the front. These are the rears I haven't done yet. And I was going to leave because I haven't done the rears weren't worn out. So I was going to leave them. But after taking like a 600-mile trip in the Boss and seeing the difference between the front and the rears. So the front, matter of fact, I should do a video on that. The front and the rears, these brake pads, dude, like the wear is ridiculous. Like I came home and my rims were still clean. Got done mowing. I'll be back in a few after I get cleaned up. Primed the Del Sol this morning. And I'm covered in paint and gross. Oh, I got you, Ken. What's up, Mustang guy? How you doing, sir? Yeah, I think we got some cool stuff we can talk about today. Just, I guess that's what I want to talk about was like, you know, depending on what year car, what your first mods are. So like newer, I think if you're getting a newer car, right, your first mods will be different than if you're getting not necessarily classic, but like a Fox body. So I'm curious as to like if people come in, like if you buy a Fox body, what are your first mods? And then, or a newer car, what your first mods would be, your preference. Because I think I've kind of got my list ironed out if I ever get a newer car based off of what the Boss and like learning. There's certain things that I wish I had bought immediately when I got the car just to preserve things longer. Oh, I'm doing good, Mustang guy. We did a real cool car show this past weekend. It was a VFW benefit, so Veterans of Foreign Wars, and it was huge. It was actually really awesome. I was at a place called Mac Daddy's. It's a lot like Dave and Buster's. Kids had a great time. You know, they had go-karts. We were gonna let Leighton drive, but he was like, I think 2 inches too short, so he was real bummed about that. But yeah, we had a good time. There's some really wild builds too. I think I've posted a few shorts of them. I don't know if I've posted the Fiat yet, but if I haven't, I need to put that up. There was a Fiat 500. This dude had swapped in a Subaru STI boxer motor, and it was like exploding out the back. He had wheelie bars on it. It looked ridiculous. It was awesome. Exhaust always first. You can never. So I will agree with you, Nate, as far as if you want to call it performance, because I'd say sound is a performance item, right? You'll net a few horsepower, but never much. I would agree that, like, as far as performance, exhaust is a must for sure. Now, as far as the drivability of the car, the things that I would touch first. The things I would touch first would be the oil separator. I I didn't really realize how much oil that the dirty side of your motor drinks into the intake until I put that separator on. It blew my mind how much it was actually catching, and I'd wish I had done it 20,000 miles before I did. But yeah, that JLT, I got a JLT model and it works great. I wish I had done that one for sure. Then you start getting into like drivability issues, right? So like we all know the MT82 is not necessarily like the best transmission that's out there. So let's see. Oh, we got Smacky hopping in here. What's up, Smacky? What's up, Jamie? How you doing? Fatboy Fox, how you doing, sir? What's up, Bama? But like, you know, MT82 is not one of the best transmissions out there, and not all mods are like, you know, really cost friendly. It's like if you're trying to go get a MGW short throw now, that's $500 you're looking at right out the bat. And that's before taxes, right? So I mean, that's not cheap mod. You can get a cheaper short throw if you wanted to, but as far as like drivability, I think the steel clutch line is a must, at least in the Boss for sure. The first issue I had right out the bat when I got the car is when I was really beating on it. The clutch line, I think I got it stuck up there somewhere. The stock one, yeah, or it's in my storage unit. But stock clutch line was deforming, and my pedal was getting stuck to the floor, so I was having to dig my foot underneath it to pull it up. And like pump it a few times to try and get it to release. And I guess there was like a vacuum or something that was created when the line like basically deflated from the heat. So steel clutch line, and then if you didn't want to do a short throw immediately, I would do, I think, what you did, Nate, and do the, and I still haven't done this yet, and it's on my list, but the isolate the reservoirs. So I would get an isolated reservoir for the clutch line. So braided clutch line, isolated reservoir, and that should fix like the deformation in the line itself, and that'd fix your pedal feel a lot. As far as the shifting itself, like getting locked out due to actual motion of the shifter, you're gonna have to do a short throw. It just depends on when you want to spend that money. I think I am going to do like a video though for the Boss owners of just like, you know, budget mods that starter budget mods. I think I want to do a video on that. But yeah, so I think braided clutch line, isolated reservoir to fix drivability, and then eventually when you can pick up the short throw. And I know we're diving into this like super fast, so we're probably gonna talk through this stuff real quick, but we got some of the more senior guys in here. So Bama 5.0 Mustang guy, Gary, because I think you've had Fox bodies, right? You Fox guys. So like when you pick up a Fox body, like what's the first things you guys think about modifying? Because I'm still kind of new to that, and so I'm trying to figure out what kind of thing. So everybody should know by now, I'm picking up a Fox body. What my kids don't know yet, but what mods do you do or look at doing first on a Fox? But yeah, Nate, you're talking about the exhaust. Axle backs are a must. There's cheaper things you can do too. Some people just, if you didn't want to modify the axle backs, you can just delete the resonators if you have resonators. Intake and suspension. Okay. But if you're carbureted, then what are you looking at there? Like I really want to get at some point, I really want to get an EFI system, one of the standalone systems. I don't even have the car yet, man. I don't even have the car yet. Oh God. I'm so excited though. I can't wait. Like I am so ready. My kids have been taking full advantage of my lack of car, and there's just junk everywhere. Like there's a gigantic inflatable water slide thing. There's a F-35 jet, and like all these little Power Wheels are all over the place. Like I need to have this car here so I can reclaim my garage. But I need to do some purging in here. I got Boss parts that need to go on the car like ASAP. See, people go crazy with lowering them. I've seen, yeah. See, I do. I want to lower it a little bit, but the issue is the one I'm getting doesn't have the larger front fender, the larger wheel opening in the front fender. So I'm kind of nervous about lowering it because I was able to source an 18-inch wheel that I'm worried is going to rub a lot, even at the stock height. So, and I don't want to not. Yeah, I'm going to use this wheel. Like, I can't wait to use this set of wheels. They're going to look sick. And that's going to be its own video. But, like, I bought the wheels. I don't have rubber for them yet. They're going to go in storage until I'm ready to use them. And then once I got the rubber, we'll put it on. And it's going to look great. I'm hoping to have it all together for Foxtoberfest, if possible. But I'm also debating whenever the car gets here, like depending on the sound, it's going to be running long tube headers, off-road H-pipe, Flowmaster 44s or 40s, and then they're dumped. And so I don't think it goes over the axle. So I'm debating chopping off the 44s, and I've got Super 10s right here. I don't know how loud that'll be, but I feel like it'd be pretty loud. So me and MJI were hashing this out, Bama. The tire size that the guy was running on the 18s that I picked up, the tire size plus the wheels was the same. Like we did the tire comparison or the wheel comparison. It was actually slightly smaller overall diameter than the 17s I was running before. So I had the 17 10th anniversary Cobra wheels, and I really wanted to hold on to them, but it helped move that car to allow me to free up, get that money and save it for the next project. So it is what it is. And I was actually the new set of wheels we just picked up, I like them a lot more than the 10th anniversary Cobras. Yeah, Ken, I think I said it to you, right? But yeah, I mean, I said it in here. We're gonna get a Fox body. There's a Fox body project coming. I don't mind saying it in here after all, because I mean, this is like a small fraction of however many people are subs. So, and you guys are like the core group anyway. So if you're in here, I'd probably talk to you a lot. Old car front ends. Oh yeah, you definitely have to do your safety checks. So like, jack up the front end, yank on the wheels, see if it's got any play. If not, then if not, then you're good. If it does, isolate where that play's coming from. If it's your tie rods or what, or ball joints, and then replace those. I do have the Ponies Mustang guy, and I was going to use them as burners, but because I've picked up another set of wheels, I'm going to probably try to sell those for something. I don't know what I'll get for them, but I'll probably list it pretty cheap, get them out of here, and have a little bit more money to put towards new rubber. But it'll probably cover like one tire. I don't plan on getting a ton. The crappy thing is the Ponies have great tread on them. Like the tires look like they're brand new. The downside is I think they were sitting too long, and so there's some, you can start to see little cracks in it. Ah, yeah. Ken, I'll shoot you something offline. Yeah, I know, Mustang guy. I say the same thing to like MGI all the time, because I say the same thing to MGI because me and MGI, we'd be wrenching together all the time, and then our kids would play together. Hey, what's up, Joe? Saw you. I was in my town, Concord, North Carolina, at the Mustang Museum. They're having a Boss 302 and Mach 1 day event there this Saturday. Bringing my 12 comp boss. Really enjoyed it. Hey, I appreciate you, Joe. Oh man, I wish I could make that. That'd be really cool. I'm actually not unfortunately. I got a family obligation this weekend, so I won't be able to make that. But that sounds like a really good time. I actually heard that apparently when I went to the Mustang Museum, the lady that was running it, apparently they were waiting on a Boss 302 to get checked in, probably for this whatever he's talking about here. And they thought that I was the Mustang that was coming to get parked inside. So that was pretty funny. Joe, so you're out of Concord, Joe? Yeah, we were at the Hot Wheels Legends tour, and I tried to post that because I was hoping to get some Mustang people out there, and it was actually very surprising. I think I have enough content that I can make a video of the VFW car show I just did. Some of the video didn't turn out like I wanted to, so I'm still hesitant on whether or not I'm going to make it. But the VFW car show I just did, it was way larger than the Hot Wheels Legends tour. And I get like the Hot Wheels Legends tour is kind of tailored towards more custom stuff, but like I think that like their PR team probably does a terrible job. Like they should be killing it. It's freaking Hot Wheels. You got at least 3 generations of car guys out there that grew up with these things, and everybody loves Hot Wheels. So I can't believe that it was as small as it was. So what's up, For Blue? For Blue, I haven't talked to you in a minute, man. What projects you working on right now, Blue? And you're talking right now. Oh, you're out of town. I got you, Joe. No worries, man. I appreciate you stopping in here, my friend. Tim, what's up, bro? Hey, what's up, Tim? For Blue says, I'm still in the garage. Oh, gosh. Still in the garage. Going to be in the background for a bit until I'm tired or need my music. No worries, Blue. Have you made any inroads on the 500 Fox? And have you gotten the wheels that you ordered from LMR yet? And if you have you posted a video of those? So I want to see your video. I want to see those wheels and what they look like on the car. I was expecting to see that at some point. Gonna listen in the background for a while. Hey, no worries, Jamie. I was actually installing my spare tire in my camper today. We're actually going camping. That's why I can't make that show. We're going to go camping. All right, so back to the must-have mods. We talked about oil separators for sure. You must have oil separators. If you can afford it, short throw, highly recommended. It's braided clutch line. I definitely get that. It's bang for the buck. It's pretty cheap. And then the isolated oil reservoir, I think it's like $150 or so. So it's comparable to most mods, pretty cheap, and it keeps your brake fluid cooler. Oh, that's right, For Blue. I knew you've been working on Mike's car. I'm sure Mike's eager to have that. Now, what else was I going to say? Other mods. For if you're a boss guy and you like loudness, obviously I'm going to recommend you delete the side pipe resonators. There are a couple boss owners that completely delete the side pipes altogether. I'm a huge fan of them. I'll never get rid of them, but I did delete the side pipe resonators, which really opened up the sound a ton. I do have the one-piece drive shaft, which I definitely want to get on the car. Everybody says it's adding power without actually adding power. So, that's another, I don't know, it was like $600, $700 mod. But then I need to get that on there this summer. That's a summer project this year, and I do plan on doing that. What was the last thing I want to talk about? If you want to talk about basic dress up for your car looking nicer, or just functionality like the hood struts, the red line hood struts, or any insert brand here hood struts. Get rid of that poverty rod and put the hood struts in. Hood struts are awesome. They're a must. I can't believe the cars didn't come with them. But I would absolutely, if I ever got another S197 or another car without them, I'm going to be getting a set of the Redline hood struts. And I know I haven't done a 5,000 subscriber giveaway because I really wasn't expecting to hit 5,000 as fast as we did. We hit it pretty crazy fast, and I really wasn't planning on it. So I do plan on doing another giveaway in the future. But until I've acquired the new project car, I can't be throwing cash at that stuff right now. So once we get the new car in here and it's settled in, fees paid, registered, insurance signed up, then we'll start looking at more giveaway items for the channel. I do like doing that because I definitely like showing appreciation for you guys who watch the stuff. Let's see. GT500 Fox is on hold until after I move. Hey, no worries. Fox is done. Supposed to be moving in the next few weeks, probably. Moving the 4th of July vacation, be off for like 14 days. I've been trying to find a 2012 Boss cover. Any Boss forums out there I can join. Joe, are you on the Facebook page? I know some people are against Facebook. The one thing I will say is that that Facebook page for the Boss Owners group, it's probably the best Mustang group there is. At least the cleanest. Like most of the Mustang groups that you can join on Facebook can get pretty toxic. But I will say that that Boss 302 group, for the most part, is pretty non-toxic, except for maybe when somebody has been sniffing too much glue and they post their car for sale for an insane price. But other than that, like, it's a great group, and there's always people that are selling parts. It's the Boss 302 owners group. There's a couple. I'll ring out a couple for you here real quick. Let's see. You got the Boss 302 owners group. You got the 2012 to 13 Boss 302 owners. Modern Boss 302 and Classic Boss 302 Mustangs, or Classic Boss Mustangs. Boss 302 Iconic Mustang Group. Boss Mustang Owners Association. Just search Boss 302, Boss Mustang on Facebook. Boss 302 Owners Group's pretty good, but 2012 is good. Boss Iconic Mustang Group's great too. Any of those three. I'm sure somebody will have one. It's going to come down to how much you're willing to pay to break it free, Joe. As of now, moving for my vacation. Supposed to start packing stuff next week. I got you, 4Blue. Well, congratulations, sir. Hope that move goes smoothly. Well, it's crazy, Nate. Like, there's some really bad groups out there. If you go into anything. Oh shoot! Hold on, guys. Something just popped up. If you go into the group anything Coyote Mustang related, I think they've gotten in trouble not recently, but in the recent past due to the amount of berating, and it gets pretty dirty in there. So it's a little bit cleaner than it used to be. But the Boss Owners group, there's really no hate for the most part. Well, I appreciate that, Jamie. Yeah, I try and keep it clean, guys. Like my kids don't really watch the live streams, but my kids do watch my videos. So I see my videos as content for them, and other people who watch it great. But like, I want my boys to grow up and have a bunch of great memories of dad and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I do this. And it's something I enjoy. And if it's something they enjoy, it makes it great. And the fact that people even watch it blows my mind. I did get the 17-inch 10 holes, 17 by 8, 17 by 9 from Elmar. They are beautiful. I did a short, not the greatest. Very excited about the wheels. You guys want to see the wheels I bought? Let's show you the wheels I bought. This is top secret knowledge. A few people know, but not a lot of people know. All right, guys. Hold on. I got to find it first. Oh, I don't even know where I saved it. Oh, Pete's sake. There we go. All right. You guys ready for this? Okay. I know everybody knows Sublime because I've been so excited. I've been sharing it with a few people. But not everybody in here knows. There we go. All right. I got these. These are sitting in the near vicinity of the new car. Just waiting for me to pick both up. The rears should be 10 inches. Sublime, don't you have a short to be filming that we discussed? Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and bring people on because we were discussing must-have mods, and if anybody's got anything they want to share, if people just want to hop up here, welcome to. Oh, you have him in black for Fatboy Fox? Yeah, I got him from Moxville, Fatboy Fox. MJI, actually, I sent him the cash, and he went to go grab them for me. So I can't, man. MJI is like the greatest guy ever, man. He's helped me out so much. Hold on, Matt, you're muted on my side. All right, you there?
Yep.
What's up?
Nah. So I told the story in Gary's live earlier, but it's a pretty cool story. I was just at a car show, and this nice Indian guy comes walking. He's like, "Oh man, I love the car." He's like, "I got a 2019 350R," and so we're talking car stuff. And he's like, "All right, well, I got to get back to the hospital." I was like, "I just had a baby." I'm like, "What?" He had like a bag in his hand, like he went to the store for something, and I'm like, "No way!" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, he looks at his watch. It's like the baby's about 30 hours old. I'm like, "Is your first one?" He's like, "Yep." I'm like, "All right, congrats, man."
Your priorities are.
Yeah. Well, he saw it and he wanted to know about the DCT. That's why he came over to ask. He's like, "How do you like the DCT in this thing?"
Which mod do you want to see? I'm just, so Fox Bodies, like we were talking about the intake, Bama, and like the one I'm gonna have is gonna have a carb. So there's not really much. There's an animal in my garage. There's not much I could do there with that yet because I don't think the car I'm getting is gonna have a computer at all. So if I want to modify that, I'm gonna have to buy a standalone system, which at some point I'd love to do. But I'm going to be very conscious about trying to keep progressing with the new car. But I also, everybody knows what my overall goal for the channel's been for like a year now. I'm still got to keep saving for the boss blower. And this is right now, it's kind of on hold until I've handed over the money for the car and taken possession of the car. So, yeah. And the check or the deposit that would have put, or the last month's revenue from the channel that I would have put into the savings, it did help me pay for the saline wheels. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't happen. My 17x8 10 holes will be either narrowed to 4. Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's taking those suckers to the extreme. He's like, "They got to have bigs and littles."
Yeah, I'm hoping that these 18s fit no. I'm hoping the 18s fit no issue, but I don't know how that's going to go. We'll see. Let me pin the link so I don't have to do this over and over. I'm hoping
the 18s. Mustang guy, I don't know if you're still in here, man. You have a good one. And if you are still in here, you making it to Ford Takeover this year.
I'm going to let you know I'm not making it to Ford Takeover this year.
I already knew you weren't making it to Ford Takeover. Everybody knew you weren't. It's kind of like those wheels. Everybody knows already.
Well, I'm hoping, dude, I tell you what, man, I'm really bummed I didn't go to Ford Nationals. I keep saying I want to go, and I never go.
What's going on with your Skip Barber thing? Are you doing that or no?
Oh yeah, I'm doing it. And I,
When?
matter of fact, I was gonna call today to pay for the track insurance. The problem, dude. So here's the bad news about this. The guy, they don't let you have cameras in the car.
What?
Yeah. So he was gonna ask for me, and he asked me to send him my channel information. And he was gonna ask, and he was supposed to get back to me on whether or not I'd be able to do it. I was like, look, I literally just want to mount. I've got like the stickiest mount that exists. I just want to mount one to the
Inside the windshield? Yeah.
window or something, so you can kind of catch me and catch the front of the car, and just like I'm not going to be talking during this. I'm just going to be enjoying myself. And he said he was going to look into it. If it's a no, I'm going to literally take the GoPro on a mount and stick it in my pocket. If there's an instructor in there, I'm going to ask him to hold it. And if there's nobody in there, I'm just going to mount it myself, dude. What are they going to do? I don't know. Yeah, I'll just
Did they say if you were going to be wearing a Hans device in that car or no?
I guess if I'm wearing that, I might not be able to reach anything.
Well, yeah, that's one reason why I asked. But the other reason why I asked is because if they're not, do you have a helmet?
I do have a helmet, but I don't know if they're going to give you everything you need. They're supposed to.
Well, another reason why I asked because if you have a helmet and they'll let you use that helmet, and that helmet has a mount for your GoPro, you are golden.
Nah, I think we'll be using their gear. Yeah.
Yeah, we used a Hans on mine when I went to the 500 experience.
Yeah.
What's up, Nate?
I'm still either way, dude. Like whether or not I get to make the content on it, this is something I've dreamed of doing for years, and I'm gonna do it regardless. And if worst case scenario, I come out of it and we talk about it in one of these things, and I get to share my story. And
dude, that track attack was one of the best 5 days of my life.
Oh, mine's only a day, unfortunately, but I'm sure I'll still have a good time.
Oh no, I'm saying it was one of the best top 5 days of my life. Is what I'm saying. Mine was only a day too. Yeah.
Yeah. So mine's they literally said you better be here 30 minutes early. We start at 8:00 and we finish at 5:00, and it's
we had to be there at 7.
It's like a hard schedule. Like they are finishing at 5 and they are starting at 8. So they I think right off the get go you start out on like the skid plates or skid pads, whatever you want to call them.
The first thing they're probably going to do is give you an orientation where they sit down. I'm sure that's probably the first thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but
they gave us like a half-hour orientation showing how you're supposed to apex a corner. I'm like, dude, come on, I already know all this stuff. Just let's go.
Well, this will sound stupid, but like I really want to make it's going to be at VIR, Fatboy Fox. I really want to like be as prepared as possible, and I know it sounds dumb, but like my plan is like literally to find some first-person point of view guy. I'm sure there's Boss 302 videos going on VIR. I know.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
I know friends of mine that have done it. So and actually it's not even a Boss. It's going to be a freaking the 3 valve.
Here's the thing, though.
It's the 3 valve GT race car. But what I'm going to do is I've got the Logitech steering wheel, so it has the resistance and all that. So I'm just going to sit there behind one of those and just kind of game the track because I've never been on that track.
See, here's the thing, though. When you look up on YouTube, you want to make sure you're looking up the Skip Barber experience at that track and not just that track. Because, for instance, the Roval that I ran on at Charlotte wasn't the same NASCAR Roval that they run on. It was the same track, but they altered it a little bit. They put a chicane in one spot on the straightaway up on Charlotte Motor Speedway, so this way you're not cooking into a turn at 170. So they altered the track just a little bit to not let you get up to too high speed.
See, here's the thing, Jamie. That Fox is going to have fresh paint. So, like, it's actually got me so paranoid because I've got that collapsible trailer that's, like, against my wall over here. And when I used to pull in my old Project Fox, there'd be, like, this much clearance. But I knew how to pull it in every time, but there was always this much clearance. And if I forgot to push up the ball lock, whatever you want to call it, it will hit the car. It'll scrape the wheels. So I'm super paranoid about it. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this trailer. I don't want to leave it where it is. I think it's something bad's going to happen at some point. And the crappy thing is, like, I used to always, like, my garage is blocked by the 2 cars. I used to always come in on the Fox side to avoid scratching the Boss, but the Fox is going to have a brand new paint job. So I'm going to be, until something bad happens to it, I'm going to be super careful. Nate, what's up, sir?
Sounds like I need to come organize your garage for you. I'll help you de-junk.
You know what? The problem is,
yeah. My buddy's too.
The problem is it's not junk. Like, we are sitting in the corner of parts right here. I've got shelves of parts. I've got garbage can with Boss parts in it. I've got not brand new. I have another Boss H pipe sitting here. I got damaged side pipes.
Got the Hotel Demise.
I got the one piece drive shaft. the perfectly preserved stage 3 Calmer.
Slightly lived in.
Hey, Nate, you follow Raph Coyote Productions?
No.
So he's another Boss guy, does YouTube. Real nice guy. I've talked to him on the phone a few times. He was running a Calmer Stage 3, but his Boss, I'm very budget conscious, so like my mods come slowly, piecemealed over time. And I'm still that thing's still stock tuned. Well, he did everything at once. And so he's forever been chasing codes, chasing problems, because he doesn't know what mod caused the problem.
I think I've actually brought that up in the owners group. There's been people and even the other S197 owners. They're like, what mods am I going to do? I'm planning on doing this and this and this. And I said, look, drive the car for a couple months as it is and add a piece and drive it.
Yeah.
Add a piece and drive it. Because then you know what caused the issue.
Oh, yeah. But that's an issue. So his Calmer, he said, his Calmer has been making bad noises. Like, they're supposed to whine. The brand new ones, the Stage 3s whine. They've got the helical cut gears. They whine like race cars.
Yep.
But he said, is making bad, deeper noises. So he's switching to a Tremec.
So if you could do all the upgrades at once, but like I said, like say if you're going to have Lund to tune your car, you know what I mean? They're going to tell you, like, look, they're going to be able to ask you, what do you want out of the car? Okay. And then they're like, what parts are you wanting to upgrade? And then they're like, okay. Then they're going to say, well, if we're going to tune the car, get this, that. So they know those parts work. And pretty much everything's copacetic. You know what I mean? They're very good about that because their tunes are so vetted. You know what I mean?
I've got a dumb question.
What?
Maybe I'm sure someone's done it in here. How hard is it to separate the flywheel from the clutch assembly, like the pre-made assemblies?
Pressure plates.
What's up?
Just unbolt the pressure plates. Oh, you're talking about your dual disc.
So I've got the McLeod RXT, but it's bolted up to a aluminum flywheel. I want to take the aluminum off, sell it, and get a light and steel.
I don't know with the dual disc, but with a regular clutch, you just unbolt the pressure plate from it, and it'll slowly. You just pull. You got to pull it evenly. So like a turn or two out of a bolt, go to the next one, turn or two, and it'll slowly lift the fingers up and release the pressure.
Ken would probably be able to answer that one for you.
With dual disc, I'm not quite sure.
That's a question for Ken.
Yep.
Mm. Well, oh god, dude, yeah. It's the 1,000-pound. It's the 1,000 horsepower freaking clutch, man. I'm hoping it's not gonna be a big. I feel like it's gonna be a big pain in the butt.
Just a tedious pain in the butt.
Yeah, I can do tedious. But it needs to be doable. That's the problem. Like, I don't want to jack when I put it back together. I don't want to put it in there and all of a sudden the car's like shaking like crazy.
Are you friends with Ken on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, well, see if you can set up a day when you know you're going to do it, and then just say, hey, Ken.
For the day that I get a blower, I would love for Ken to be the one to help me set that up. But that is a hell of a road trip right there.
It is. Well, wait, how far are you from Ken? Just like 12 hours, you said?
What's up, MJ? Yeah, I mean, it'd be a fun video, road trip like that. Go out there.
Victor, what's up? MJ, what's up?
Yeah. But what's up, Victor? What's up, Mike? But yeah, so I've been reaching out to. I've been talking to Colton too, Nate. He's ESS. ESS is still making progress on his car, so I'm excited to see what his car does when they're all done with it.
Mach.
Oh, is that him? That's him right there. What's up, Colton? We were just talking about you. Mach.
Wait, was that Tri-Y Boss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Colton. Yeah. So he was talking. This man. He was almost a dual boss owner for a minute. He was about to buy a 12 to go with his 13, but I think the 12 he was looking at was a little. It was questionable. Like it was missing too many of the basics that a boss should come with, and I probably wouldn't have pulled the trigger either.
Do you see the guy on the owners group that had the blaze yellow that didn't have? It must not have. Everybody must have known it didn't have a boss motor in it.
Dude, yeah. They were
ripping him apart.
I was about to say, yeah, if it's Joe, right? Joe was that guy who just hopped in here earlier. I think. Joe. If Joe's still in here, that's the kind of stuff
that I hate.
The boss group will go downhill fast. If you go in there.
Even for that year of a car, even without the boss motor, I kind of felt like it's kind of in the realm of what all I see S197's going for. Yeah. I was like, why is everybody jumping all over him? Who cares? I mean, I get it's a boss without a boss motor, but he's not pricing it like the rest, like it is one.
Wasn't it like 30 grand?
Yeah, something like that, which that's what all S197s of that generation.
I don't know, man. I think you could get a low mile boss. You can get a low mile 12 for low 30s.
All right, am I right?
What's up, Bama?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Bully?
I'm in a bully-free zone today. Oh no, wait, I did. I bullied the vendor at the car show. Never mind.
Oh.
The guy that said I shouldn't be in there.
He was MJI. I was at MJI's place. He was rolling the fenders on his wife's car. I don't know anything about rolling fenders. It terrifies me. I'm afraid I'd jack things up.
You definitely got the arm strength for it.
Nothing to it. Just don't do it in the middle of July with no air conditioning.
Yeah, after watching Paul the Fox do it, he did a video on it.
I remember that.
Oh, I done mine a couple years ago, and I sweat like crazy.
Uh-huh.
I'd be so nervous I'd damage something.
It's usually just the rear fenders that need to be recorders that need to be rolled, right?
Well, the fronts.
Yeah.
The fronts. So on the I think it's the pre-90 Foxes, right? The front fenders, the opening on the wheels is smaller. So if you can gain any space by rolling them, then it'd be great to do it. But I think the inner wheel well is still going to be narrow.
What's up, Barbecue Mike?
Yeah, but you just wanting to fold back the very top lip of it. You're not wanting to
bend the fender.
You just gotta watch a few videos. I bought the roller for like $45 and just watch videos. You just wanting to catch that top lip and push it around.
Nah, Colton. The boss group's good. The boss group is good. If you go in there with unreasonable expectations for a car, or if it seems like you're trying to be devious, they're going to call you out, and you're gonna have a bad time.
Oh.
Like Sierra's not in here, but I think it was her mother posted one of the bosses. Her father bought two bosses. That's one of hers. They're both salvage titles, and they rebuilt them, but they're not built back
original,
right? So, but like one of them, the green one they were selling, it only had like 17,000 miles or something crazy low on it. And they were asking what I thought was a pretty high price for a salvage car. But being a boss, right, at some point, like, I think it would be worth it. But either way, like, they were getting destroyed in that group. because it seemed like they weren't even mentioning the fact of like what happened to it when they posted it. So if people think you're being devious with a sales post, you're gonna get torn up.
Where are you at in New York?
Probably his dad's.
I think he said that. I remember him saying Buffalo.
Yeah, he's going. I think he's visiting his dad. Yeah, have a good trip up there, Mike.
So we've got, if he's anywhere in New York, at least where I'm at, from anybody I can talk to, we've got like a haze from the wildfires right now,
dude. All right, now you know what? I don't want to talk about that stuff because I'll get down the road that I don't want to be in, and we're gonna we'll move on. What's up, Sean?
Move on.
Sean, can you breathe where you are? Speaking of Canadians. Twin disc McLeod is good for 1,200 horsepower and take bolts out. It's apart. All right, so take out the 1,200. You're right. I've never been to Niagara. I've never been to Buffalo either. Yeah, so I got to look at it. I haven't taken it out the box since I bought it, honestly. It's just been sitting on the shelf with all the other Boss parts. That's what I need to do, though. I need to take a day leave, get the car, take the Boss to base during the workday, get it up on the lift, and do the drive shaft install. That'd be relatively quick, I think.
Hey, I'll be back in a couple minutes. I got to take my dogs out, but I got to leave my phone on the charger.
Nate, I know worries. And Nate, are you still in the 2-piece or do you have a 1-piece?
No, I went to a Ford Performance 1-piece. It's not bad. Just it's kind of a pain. You got to make sure it's up that you can get underneath it so you can spin the drive shaft because they put 6 bolts in. With the factory one, you can get them right out. Putting the Ford Performance one in, they got 2 Allens and 4 hex heads, I think, or 4 Allens and 2 hex heads. And you got to kind of have the rear end lifted to where you can access it. Kind of makes it a pain, but it's relatively straightforward. Okay. Unbolt, bolt in.
Yeah, I've got the same one. I got the Ford Performance sitting here right next to me. I hope there's not like a way you're supposed to store it because I've literally had it standing up this whole time.
Yeah. Whatever I got mine in the box, it was just sitting in the box, so I don't think it matters.
Well, I mean, it should be pre-balanced.
Yeah.
What's up, Mark?
How much do you think I would be able to get rid of my drive shaft shop one for? It doesn't have the adapter. I made the mistake not knowing it needed. It comes with an adapter when you buy them for the rear flange, and it didn't come with it. And I tried to work with DSS. I will never buy anything from the drive shaft shop ever in my life. I don't care if I'm making 2,000 horsepower and shatter drive shafts every day. Them people are so unhelpful. The guy won't even get back to me anymore. I'd be like, he gives me the part number for the adapter. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's get it ordered. And he never responded. So like I gave him 2 days, asked him, hey, did you get this ordered? Our systems are down. They won't be up for another week. Okay. So I gave him another week. I emailed him twice more and never responded since. Wow. I was like, I'm done. And I shoved it in the attic and I bought the Ford Performance one. So I paid $600 for a used one that didn't have the adapter. It was going to cost me $218 for the adapter. So I might as well have bought a new one.
Yeah.
And then I went about the Ford Performance one the next week.
I mean, I'd probably, so what do they cost? What, 800?
No, they're $990.
Well, I mean, then I'd probably list it without the adapter. I'd list it for $5 and then be honest with whoever's buying it. Like, hey, you're going to need an adapter.
Well, the guy I bought it off of, I actually talked to on the phone for like an hour. And he's like, no, there's no adapter, but he had a shop do it. So what he did is he went to a carbon fiber one and they have the adapter too, from what I could see. And my guess is they took his old one out, put the new one in and didn't take the adapter off and put the new adapter on. They just kept it and didn't tell him because he didn't know no better.
Yeah, that happens a few times. Same with a lot of the oil filters too. You and a few others got blocked on my channel. Yeah, but yeah, I can't wait to get the new car. Like I'm super excited. And Mike, if you're still here, I'm not rushing you, my man. Take your time. I'm just.
I actually sat and watched most of last week's live since I missed it. I was in the middle of driving a motorhome back since we got rained out and had to race all day Monday.
Yeah.
You said your rear axle seal's leaking on your Sequoia?
Yes.
Are you going to take it somewhere and get that done? Or are you going to try to do it yourself?
I was going to do it myself.
I went through looking through my phone for pictures. I rebuilt my whole rear end.
Because the axle seal shouldn't be too difficult. The pulling the bearing, I'm not going to need to pull the bearing, but I do need to buy a bearing seal press kit. But I mean, once I get the, the weird thing is, I did a video search for that, Nate, and the ones that come up are for Tundras and for like Forerunners, and they have drums on these videos. I don't have drums. I got rear discs.
Yep. I did find one Forerunner video, and I wish I was like Tacoma something, I think was the channel name. I might even still have it saved. Hold on. Let me get on my YouTube. And I made a whole playlist for stuff for that.
Because the fact that I couldn't find the video easily, I was like, well, if I could figure out how the hell to do this, then I'll make a video on this one because I need it. So I'm sure somebody else needs it.
I needed it when I did a full rebuild on my rear end, and I will never do that again.
Problem is, like, I've got.
What up, Mike?
My kids aren't in sports right now, but we've been so busy with other random things that, like, I've got content I need to film. I just haven't had time to do it. The one time I finally had a weekend to film the Axleback video, and we had nothing but thunderstorms. Horrible ones.
Let's see here.
Oh, I love my. Oh yeah, I was getting worried, Nate, because it was shifting like crap. I was like, "What is wrong?" I was like, "What is wrong with this thing?" It's not shit. Like it wouldn't glide right either. Like say you took your foot off the gas, you'd feel like a jerk, like it downshifted or something, and you're like, "Man, what is wrong with this thing?" I checked it, and it was probably about 3/4 of a quart low on trans fluid. It's not leaking, but somehow it was low, so I just added some, and it's running good as new now.
Yeah, when I got mine, it was actually a little over full. That was one of the first things I checked because it was my boss's old vehicle, and he like religiously it went to Toyota on the maintenance dots. Like it had. That's why it probably had the original motors because it got the timing belt kit put in it every whatever the interval was. I think it was 90,000 in the owner's manual. Every 90,000 it went to Toyota. He spent $1,500 every time.
Yeah, I went to Toyota for 2 repairs. One was I did the water pump and timing belt because the water pump went out. So whoever they replaced the timing belt, the previous owner, but they reused their water pump. They didn't go ahead and replace it, which was stupid to me.
That's ridiculous.
Or no, they didn't replace the seals or gaskets or something. Well, it started leaking regardless. So I ended up paying for them to do it because it's my day. I needed it now. It's my daily. Yep. And I didn't want to sit there and put around trying to figure out how to do it. I just wanted to get it done. And they did a good job. Well, then they reinstall everything and they're like, hey, we noticed a lot of rubber on your pulleys. So we got that clean for you. And we changed out the belt too. I'm like, cool. Well, I saw within like 50 miles or so, 100 miles, it was eating the new belt. I was like, what the heck is happening? And the idler pulley, I think it was the idler pulley, was bad, or the tensioner pulley was bad. So I had to have them replace the tensioner. And again, like, I wish I had done it, but I just paid them to do it because unfortunately they made all that like part of the whole front end of the engine, so it required to unbolt way more things than it should have. And I should have done that one, but I was just like at the point where I was like, it's at the dealership now, just fix it, get me my car back so I can drive it to work tomorrow.
That's the thing, is it was your daily. Mine, I have a company vehicle, so like mine sat in the garage for 3 months while I was trying to learn this, while I was trying to understand the rear end, which I knew it was like a Ford 9-inch, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
The stuff was a lot tighter tolerance and a complete pain to put back together.
Well, I love this truck, and I'm glad that it's running great. I do need to. We're going camping this weekend, so I don't have time to fix that seal. So I'm gonna pop the diff cover. I'm gonna squeeze some more 75 140 in it and send it.
What's up, Gary? What's up, Mark?
But I just recorded I got some LED tail lights for that thing, which is nice because one of my tail lights was out. I found
Going somewhere?
Bama, what size wheels you got on there? What size tires?
On the back?
Yeah, back and front.
275. I had 285, and I got new tires during the pandemic. I couldn't get no 285s, so now the 275s.
Okay.
The front is a 246.
Okay. Yeah, I need to go screen grab the size. The guy told me what size I need to buy.
I mean, I ain't no scrubbing or nothing. Everything's good. Once I rolled the fenders in the back.
I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay.
And
you said there.
I bought new springs. And I just cut them down to the length I wanted.
See, I'm gonna want to lower it too, but like I get worried with 18s. I'm gonna see how it all fits first, obviously. But I'm super excited about Foxtoberfest. I'm really hoping that I can make that. I'm gonna buy a spot, and if I can't make it because of work, I'm gonna give it away on the channel. But I'm at least gonna try to go.
Well, cutting springs, I mean, you just want to cut. Just take a good measurement, take a small cut. What I mean is about a half coil. Put it on. I drove it for about 2 weeks, let it settle. Didn't like it, cut a little more out, and stuck them back in. And that was about it. And got the KYB adjustable racing shocks on the back. I had to turn the quads around. Because I don't like the way it feels with the quads off.
You asked the Tornado dude to do. No, Mark, I didn't.
I got to so I'm starting to pick up the missing pieces. So previous owner of the car we're getting from MJI, I guess he like spray painted the seat belts. Like literally just painted them. So he junked those. So I'm about to pick. I found a set local to me. I'm gonna go pick up. I still need to pick up hatch struts to hold the hatch up. So I'm looking for the set of those.
I got them.
Well, I'm sure I
take that back. I'm sorry. I got the red lines on the hood. I'm sorry. You said hatch.
No, I'm sure I can find I'll find the hatch struts local to me. I do plan on doing the red lines. I did the red lines as a giveaway when we got to 2,000, 3,000. It's one of those counts. So I would like to do that again on the channel as another giveaway item because those are red lines are awesome, man. I got them on the Boss, and like I want those on all my cars.
Oh yeah, I love mine. Of course, I had to get mine different ones because mine's a fiberglass hood.
Yours is a what?
Yes.
Fiberglass hood.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is boosted. Pretty much almost a 14-day countdown.
Yeah, you guys are all going to all good old Ford takeover.
Oh yeah. You get
Not
tore
me.
up. What?
No, I have to go next year. I got to take care of my mom.
Oh yeah,
Man.
do what you got to
That
do.
sucks.
Yeah, I'm
Matt,
gonna wait till next year.
Matt, you're driving her down, right? You're not trailing her.
Yes. Although, since I found out I was going to be getting a Coyote F-150 in the next few days, part of me thought about maybe renting a U-Haul trailer and slapping it on a trailer. But
Wait, you're getting a what? And when?
for my work, it's a work truck. I'm basically getting a temporary change of work truck until I get a
So
new truck.
would you get in trouble if said truck broke down in Tennessee?
Yeah, it's got 250,000 miles on it too. But it's a 15 F-150 Platinum or whatever.
15 with 250,000 miles. Oh, those are all highway miles. You're good to go, man. It's all highway miles. You're safe.
Yeah.
Where's Teresa? Oh, she is.
So I've been
Nice, MJI. Those pics are cool.
What do you say?
I've been researching wheels, and I swear the most expensive wheels are all the ones I want.
Oh yeah,
It's
Of
ridiculous.
course.
MJI. Oh yeah, there's a reason they're the most expensive because they're desirable. I get MJI. Can I share the pics or no? I don't want to share stuff you don't want me to share.
Okay.
Come
MJI looks like
on, come on.
he's working on his Well, he's at his dad's place working on the GTOs.
Oh, I thought you meant the car you was getting.
Nah.
Dude, you talking about expensive wheels? You ought to try to get some for a '68 F100.
Bama, if you watch that last video I put up, I think it's the one that's like pinned to the profile. The car's in that video. It's sitting right next to MJI's car right in the beginning.
I didn't notice that. I have to go back and look at it.
It's in a few pieces, but it's okay.
Yeah, I've been looking at Weld racing wheels. I want the 3-piece. They're $1,080 a piece.
I just want for the Boss, Nate. I want a set of the SVE drag radials.
See, I don't want a drag setup's my problem. I would love to have. They make them just in a drag setup. They got the polished outside, black center. Oh, I can't remember what they are.
Well, you see when Sean was on here and he was talking, and he said, "Oh, Apex, they seem expensive, but then you buy them, and they see it as a wearable commodity, so your next set's a half off." I'm like, "Oh, that's great." And then I was thinking to myself, I was like, "Wait a minute, I don't track ever, so that's not going to help me."
That won't help. That was interesting to know, though.
Yeah,
if you do track.
Yeah. I do like the Apex. I think the Apex wheels look awesome on the Boss.
I did find a set of Apexes I did like, but I won't buy them in black. I think I would actually go with like polished or brushed.
So I'm considering for the next set of wheels I do for the Boss, whenever that is, because it's not going to be in your time future. But I'm considering a set of bronze wheels.
That would be different.
Well, I've seen a couple people start to put them on the race reds. And I never used to like them, but then I saw a few pics. I'm like, wow, that actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
On the Boss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that I find to be a big problem is like I've seen every time I type in Boss 302 wheels or anything to that sort or search any of the groups, they're always the race reds. And a set of wheels look fantastic on a race red. And then I can find the one school bus yellow that'll happen to have those wheels, and it looks horrible just because the color difference.
Yeah.
Like I was showing my girlfriend today. She's like, that looks really good on the red, but it looks atrocious on your car. I'm like, I know.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Hold on, Nate. It's not your girlfriend, it's your fiance. Okay?
Yes, it's my fiance. Sorry.
Yeah.
Need to get this wedding over with as quick as possible so we can just. It's my wife.
Yeah. When's that day?
So we've got pretty much the guest list all the way together. We're gonna do it at my dad's farm. The whole wedding and reception, and we're thinking like September, beginning of October next year.
Awesome. Yeah, me and my wife, we did our planning. I think so. I proposed in October, and we got married by February, and it was because of my work schedule, and we had a very budget friendly wedding. So it was local winery. We only invited like, I don't know, the guest list was like only aunts and uncles, and like we each picked like 6 friends, and that was it. And so we didn't make it a big deal. And but it was real nice. We're actually talking about we're going on 11 years. We didn't really do anything for our 10th anniversary, so we're actually talking about going to get tattoos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man,
I've had one planned for years, and I've just never gotten it.
My aunt and uncle renewed their 50th vows at the family reunion 2 years ago. That was really cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Oh, so Nate, I love these, by the way.
I knew there was something else I was wanting to ask. So you said there's like no dust.
Dude, I went to Charlotte, and I drove all the way to Charlotte, and I drove all the way home. I get home, usually the fronts are disgusting so fast because the brakes are huge. And the rears, they won't be as dirty. The fronts, there was no brake dust. Like, I think maybe if I did this, I could have like probably got a teeny little surface layer, but the rears were way worse.
That's saying something too.
Yes. So I'm seeing if it's a fluke. I'm gonna try and drive the car again and then kind of do an update on it. I think I do want to do a video on that because the cars. I was gonna do both of them, but then when I saw I had good pads on the rear, I couldn't in good conscience change it out, which I should have. But it's kind of cool to see that there actually is a huge difference.
Well, I've heard that same about those Hawk Pro ceramics. I think they are or some performance ceramics.
These are
Z26s.
carbon fiber ceramic extreme.
Yep.
Whatever that means.
So they're probably the equivalent to the Hawks, and everybody like if they give you a chart, so they got the HPS 50s, which have like low dust, and then you get to the performance ceramics, which is the next up. They dust even less according to the chart.
Extreme performance pad designed for performance vehicles.
I might look into those.
But though there's a kit that you can get. So I got these with the at least the fronts. I didn't buy the kit for the rears. I should have because they would have come with slotted rotors. But I got the kit that came with front slotted rotors and the brake pads.
If you don't mind me asking, how much did you pay? Because I'm going to do front and rears. I have to do rotors at least on the front because they are
kit. I think for the front kit, all said and done, was like $260.
Okay, that's about half of what Hawk wants for theirs.
I think I might be wrong. Maybe it was 300 something, but
Hawks was like 497.
It was not that much because I would never be able to, in good conscience, just pay for that, knowing there are other options.
And that was off their website. To get it from anybody else, it was like $580.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anybody with them. I didn't know anybody with the power stops. Extreme.
I'm liking them so far.
Okay.
But I need to, dude, I got to get the car out. I got to do some, I got to get some filming done, but I need like my wife to watch the little one.
So I put my Borla exhaust on. I'm going to make a video and it's coming off.
Really?
Yes.
Which Borlas do you have?
I have the S types.
Really? Those are Stingers?
Yeah.
You don't like them?
Nope.
Huh.
They popple. I see. I don't like the popping and cracking so much when you let out of the throttle, which a lot of people do. I'm okay with a little bit of it, but it's kind of excessive for me.
Well, yeah, Gary. Sorry, Nate.
Yeah, go ahead.
The back has the brake dust because I haven't cleaned it in a while. But I'm talking about the fronts of the bosses. The bosses are gloss black, and they're painted. And with the OEM brake pads, that dust gets caked on there so fast. It sucks. And when I drove all the way to Charlotte out to MJI's place and back, I cleaned it once when I got there. Actually, I did clean it when I got there. But coming home, we did some mountain roads, and there was some pretty good heavy braking. And I got home, and my front wheels were clean, my rear wheels were dirty, and that never happens. Amazing. Sell them for the cheapest. Yeah. So the problem is, like, any of the exhausts that are essentially deletes, Nate, are gonna pop. So the Roushes actually don't really pop. I do like them. They don't. That's with the resonator. They don't pop. I think if you take the resonator off, you're gonna start getting all those pops.
Gary, Mark.
The SLP loudmouths I had, they popped because they were essentially a muffler delete. And then I have a feeling that the Flowmaster Outlaws, they're going to pop a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Brian?
I wouldn't even call it pops.
So Brian,
burbles. Yeah,
I like that. See, Nate. Here's what we do. You ready? Maybe I get my. Oh no, never mind. That's a dumb idea. I was gonna say we swap axle backs, and then we could. We'd be making the exact same content, but whatever.
I already thought about it. And I'm like, you know what? It sounds like a dumb idea. I ain't even gonna bring it up because I did think about that.
I'm not getting rid of the Roushes. Let me put it that I do like the Roush, so the Roush is at least staying. If I like the Flowmat, I don't know what I'm gonna do with. I'm supposed to sell the Flowmasters. That's what I was told to do with them, so that's what I should do.
I'm a big fan of Roush exhaust. When I had it on the Roush State Stream, man, I loved it. I
like it. I think that though, like, it can get stupid on some of those Coyote builds I've seen. Like the Roush exhaust can be really loud.
I like the sound of my Roush better than I did the car I have now.
Well, I love the Roush and the Boss. I've been debating whether or not I should delete the resonators this year. I keep wondering if I should do it.
Delete them.
Well, I just know it's going to be really, really loud.
That's what you want, dude.
Well, here's what I want to do.
Delete them.
Here's what I want to do, right? I'm curious to see if the new Fox body is actually going to be louder than the Boss. There's a chance that it might. There's a good chance it might. So if the Fox body is louder than the Boss, then we might do a video on can we make the Boss louder than the Fox for cheap. And we might, I don't know. Once that happens, okay, if we make the Fox louder than the Boss, because I got the the Flowmaster Super 10 sitting here.
Those things, it's just like not having a muffler. My buddy's he passed away, but his wife, she has a drag cart. It just has a 351 in it that's really not built at all. It's just more cubic inches for the most part.
Yeah.
And they took all the drive accessories off just to save weight and stuff. And the thing's so stupidly loud you can't talk when you're around it.
Yeah, so this is MJ saying share it. So hold on a second.
So let me ask you this. If you do the delete, but you drive the car easy, do you think it'll still be loud?
Yes.
I mean, if you're driving the car easy, really easy.
Have you been behind a Roush, any Roush Coyote with the resonators deleted? It is stupid loud.
Dude, my Roush, if I drove my Roush nice and easy, it was actually quiet.
Okay. I also have...
And I had a resonator delete.
I have the resonators deleted out side pipes. I do still have my cats, which I'm in now. I'm in a non-inspection. So MJI's out there working on his 65. Nice. I think. I don't have to pass emissions anymore, so I could delete my cats.
Well, that's the best of both worlds.
But I don't have. But now you can't buy the setups. If I had known the world was going to be what it is today, I would have bought an old school long tube off road H pipe setup.
If I'm not mistaken, exhaust companies have switched to basically making exhaust systems to where the cats are built, you know what I mean, separately in between the headers and the pipes going underneath the car. So this way you can swap said converter for a straight pipe.
Correct. That's what I've been seeing. A lot of used sets that aren't very old. That's what they have. I've even seen them where it's a factory delete. I don't know who was selling them, but literally you unbolt your cats and bolt the pipe in place on the stock system on that car.
Yes.
I don't gotta see. I don't gotta drive easy. Matter of fact, I was actually worried because we went to that car show that I was talking about earlier, and I was towing the towing the minis, and I debated towing all the cars out to MJI's place, but I didn't do it because the taillights of my boss are obstructed, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to. You can still see them, but they're obstructed a little bit. I was like, I don't want to wire up my boss for a trailer. I don't want to do it. I just don't. So I didn't do it, and I just have a dumb small trailer, and I put the minis on it. Like, there's no point to do it just to haul mini Mustangs around. And I was worried I was going to get a ticket, and then here on the way home from one of our northern cities, I pass a cop, and he just goes, I was like, all right. Oh shoot! I gotta make some more shirts, Matt, and I still gotta send you yours. One day it'll leave this bag that's in here. Matter of fact, I'll put it in my car after we talk today, Matt. I owe Eris a shirt too. Damn it! I gotta reopen the assembly line because I need to make a bunch.
Get out of here. Go no.
Do you think you're going to buy a Cook's header? Well, Victor, the thing is, if I get Cook's, I want the Cook's boss mid-pipe.
You're not going to call them Kooks?
I don't want the I don't want the
yeah, that's what Brailsford calls them, Kooks.
is that what I said?
No, you said Cooks.
No, you didn't this time.
Yeah, you didn't this time, yes.
We got some kooks on the panel here. Anyways, no, but yeah, I'd want the boss specific mid pipe if I could get it because I want to retain my side pipes as much as possible.
2 kooks.
It's very it's very unique to the car. Between the fully forged internals and the side pipe, it's what really gives the car its own unique sound.
2 kooks and a bus driver.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, are you gonna go live after here?
No, I gotta get some stuff done tonight.
You always act like you got stuff to do. You're up there.
I do. Well, dude, it's my busy time of the year, man. This is an important year.
Yeah, yeah. What's bad is he even got his wife lying for him. What was it, yesterday?
Oh, yeah, we're just gonna skip right over that.
He's at work, and I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, boss without side pipes is a GT.
Yeah.
No, there's people that do it, Colton. There's people that do it for different reasons, and it's their car. The way I look at it is, if it makes you happy, it's your car. Then do what you want.
That's right.
But I prefer to have it because it came with it, and if anything, I would modify it and change the side pipes. That dude, the guy who had the NASCAR exhaust on his boss, he sold his boss. He still has the NASCAR exhaust. He paid a lot of money to have that fabricated. Because he told me how much he would sell it for, and I was like, wow.
Was it over $1,000?
Oh yes.
I would love to have something on my 68 Ford truck there. That would be sweet.
You said $1,000, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Was it over 2?
Oh yes.
Really? Wow.
More than double that.
Wow.
Damn.
That's insane.
Well, he's a buyer for CarMax, and he's had supercars before. So the shop he took it to, they usually do performance exhaust for supercars, and they do good work. So you can look them up. It's like Fluid Motor Union. Like, they got pretty cool pretty cool content for what they do. But I mean, it was very, very unique for that car. So,
Oh yeah, what's the status on those shirts?
what?
What's the status on those shirts?
I just
He
told
just said.
I just said it to you.
I didn't hear it.
You were ignoring me apparently. No wonder.
Well,
He was at the toolbox.
That's what bullies do, bro.
Well, you know what? Now you're never gonna know.
Oh, stop. What did you say?
I said I have it right here. I'm gonna go put it in my car after we're done talking. But now it's just gonna sit in this bag.
Oh boy, here we go.
We'll see if you're better behaved next week.
No, just take it, put it. Just take it, put it in the car, and send it to me.
Yeah, I was multitasking. That's why I missed it.
Well, I'm not sure if we'll go live next week. I will be home. I'll just gotten home. I don't know. We'll see. I plan to, but it all depends on the schedule. Oh man, Paul the Fox posting one-arm deadlifts. Looks like I'm gonna have to one-up him.
Oh my god.
He's doing it. Oh, he's doing it with a strap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it without a strap.
What was he picking up? A car?
No, about 335 pounds with one arm.
All right then. Hold on, I'll do it. Y'all call 911 for me.
Well, the problem is I could pick up pretty big weight, and I'm fine. The moment I'll bend over to pick up my son, and I'll be slightly awkward, and I'll pull a back muscle, and I won't be able to move for like 2 weeks. Hey,
yeah?
Hey, Colton, have a good night, my friend.
Yeah, wait till you're 59 and see what happens.
Well, I'm trying to slim down right now, so that way I'm not walking around as big as I am.
Later, Colton.
But I gotta slim down too because the wife wants to get tattoos, so I don't want to be the fat guy with a tattoo.
Oh my god.
Probably better off to leave the weight on, get the tattoo, lose the weight. Then when you get bigger, when you get older, it doesn't stretch.
Well, I'm already pretty big. Like I don't think my back's gonna get much bigger than it is because it's going on my back. So
you'll be surprised what age will do. I have seen what age did to my uncle and my grandfather.
Well, I'm planning on getting
tattoos.
Yeah.
I've
had one planned since Leighton was born, my oldest, and I'm glad I waited because it means that I'm able to incorporate the other two as well.
Yeah, my dad was in the Navy. He had tattoos all over him.
Well,
I say all over him.
Yeah, military service will beat you up pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was so bold. He was so bold. Just on one of his arm, he had Romeo.
Well, I'm gonna get one that ties in. My grandmother's like literally right off the boat from Denmark, so I'm gonna tie in my my Scandinavian ancestry, and then kind of there's a symbol that they had for sailors to keep them safe in rough seas. So I'm going to get that symbol put up, and then encompassed around that, it's going to be my kids' names spelled out in Viking ruin, and then we'll put something else in front of that. But it's going to look good.
Shit, I still got to move my truck in the driveway.
You know, Sublime, you ought to get one that says bully.
Get what that says bully?
Tattoo.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I'll have it done on my forehead so when I go to give estimates, people know that I'm going to bully them into freaking paying us to do their job.
No, you just put it on your palm of your hand, and when you bully somebody on the highway, you stick your hand out.
Oh, my God.
No, this chat is devolving quickly.
Well, it's not that bad.
Well, Gary's over here talking about his tattooed on his Johnson.
Oh, well, I can't see the comments. Sorry.
Oh, my God, that's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
You ever seen the movie Down Periscope? with Kelsey Grammer?
No.
I recommend it. It's a good movie. It's funny. But he was like a submarine captain, and I guess he got apparently like one of his knocks against him while they weren't giving him command of a nuclear sub was that he got drunk one night or something and got a tattoo of "Welcome Aboard" right over his Johnson.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was an answer to a trivia question I asked a week or two back. Each butt cheek when I bend over, it says, "Wow."
Do they?
Yeah, now it's making a good turn.
All right. I'm gonna end
Do they charge a tattoo by size? I mean, length, or how big it is on your back or whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be decent. I kind of want this one. I don't know, probably about the size of my palm, maybe a little bigger.
I was just wondering because Salty could probably get it free.
Oh, I found the lady I'm gonna go to. She was on, I think it's called Ink Masters. So I've been looking through her profile. She was recommended by a coworker, and she did like a cover up for him. And I was looking at it, and it's ridiculous.
And it will say "Mom." Oh my god. That means if he does a handstand, we can read it like that.
Oh my god!
I always thought about getting one because my dad had one on his forearm, which I wasn't in the Navy, but it was like a sparrow or something. I don't know what it meant.
A lot of sailors will get like a pig and a chicken on their foot, or a rooster on their feet. It's because they never sink.
Didn't know that. Which my dad died in '93, so I didn't get to ask him a lot of questions about what his tattoos meant. Other than the Romeo, I knew what the hell that meant.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this. I've got some chores I got to knock out before I can go to bed.
Fine, I got to get some stuff done too.
But I appreciate everybody hopping in here. Enjoyed talking. Gonna look at some stuff, mods for the future car.
Nate, have a good one. Bama.
Yeah, thank you for letting me up.
Yeah,
Get the hell out of here, Bama.
Yeah, we'll see you guys probably next week, or whoever is. I know Pinks was in here. Is he going live tomorrow?
Probably, yeah.
All right. Well, I'll probably see most of you guys tomorrow then.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Later.
All right, have a good night.
All right. Later, guys.